Hi guys, welcome to episode 12 of the Sports Lounge on Elegbete TV. The number 12, quite a significant number, especially for Jesus, because he decided that was the number of disciples he wanted to use to tour the world. But in picking the disciples, Jesus didn't pick the best of the best. He picked commoners, he picked fishermen because of their humility. But we didn't adopt that approach in picking the guys on the Sports Lounge on Elegbete TV. And they are here with me. Starting from my extreme left is the numbers man, Precious Omosuwe. Precious, how are you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Do you have anything with the number 12 for us?
Yeah, funny enough, 11 plus 1 gives you 12.
Okay.
And in the year 1943, Real Madrid trounced Barcelona by 11 goals to 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what?
1943.
Damn. Moving on to Emmanuel Sebastian, the king of grassroots. Emmanuel, how are you doing today?
I'm very well. Good to be here. Good to be back on the lounge.
And guys, we'll be branching out today on the Sports Lounge. We're venturing into boxing, and we brought a perfect expert for you today. His name is Toby Dada. Toby, when you walked in, I was like, for real? Where? Oh, look at your face. There's no dent on your face. Does violence turn you on? How do you enjoy boxing?
It's been something that I picked up from my dad. He talks about Muhammad Ali a lot. Like, the guy is so good, he will tell you the round is going to knock you out and he's going to do it. So growing up, I've heard a lot about that. Then in 2010, I started picking it up, go to YouTube, watch so many videos, then start to understand how boxers grind, how they roll, the dedication they put into the sport, and the behind the scenes story is so massive. And something that really intrigues me about boxing that I've applied in my everyday life is when you get to the top, everybody is your friend. Everybody wants to touch you, but you just get that loss and get another loss. Then you are at the bottom of your career, fighting for your career. So it applies every day to my everyday life too. That you have to be on your A game, and even when you lose, you have to quickly get things in shape,
Back in shape.
and shoot. So that's what boxing has taught me, and trust me, I'm a huge fan of boxing.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Before we go into the order of the day, there are a lot of football in action with the guys Precious and Emmanuel. Before we go in, let me just ask the question based on my introduction. Would you have followed Jesus? Because thinking about it, I think it's so weird. Someone just comes to you and say, "Drop what you're doing and follow me." Would you, if Jesus came right now, like he came out of that door and he says, "Drop this Sports Lounge on Elegbete and follow me"? Would you do that?
Maybe if he had promised to give me 60 million.
I'm not sure I'll give you anything, but let's get into it. One man I know I would follow in the Premier League currently is Pep Guardiola. I'll follow that man anywhere he wants to go. The way he rotates his team, it doesn't make anybody feel too comfortable. Yeah, there are a few key players in there, but he brought in Mahrez, Gundogan, nothing really changed. But one thing I saw from that game, Everton could have hurt Manchester City very well with the depleted defense. Do you think that's going to be something other teams are going to look at this season and say, let's target that defense? Emmanuel.
Okay, one thing one deficiency I see in this Pep Guardiola side is they need to, or maybe on the day, Everton capitalized more via set piece. Yeremina was the menace from off free kick, off corner kicks. So, but credit to Ederson, he makes some, couple of saves when the game was 2-1. So I think Guardiola will look at it that way, look at his boys on the training pitch, how they can learn to defend set pieces more. But I think on the day they played really well. Mahrez, giving good accounts for himself since Sane got injured. So, quality player. We saw the free kick he scored, similar to the one he scored against the Super Eagles.
Yeah.
So, and we all were blaming
I'm
the
sure
goalkeeper.
will be saying, look at this now, look at this.
So, but defensively via set piece, I think City were not at their best on the day. But credit for them for the win. I think Guardiola came out to mention that he saw Liverpool win, and the gap was 8 points. So you need to, ginger the boys to win. Yeah.
I'm not going to deliberate too much on the awesomeness of Manchester City. We already know. What I want us to actually deliberate on is Wolves finally won their first match of the season against Watford, an equally terrible team doing so badly at the moment. But one thing that we saw Wolves last season, they were amazing. Of course, the major difference this season is that they're in the Europa League. Yeah. So, what effect does the Europa League have on Premier League teams? Because Sevilla still manages to do well in La Liga, and they end up winning the Europa League 3 seasons in a row. So, what is it with Europa League and EPL teams?
Okay, so let's look at it from a stats point of view. In 2014-2015, Spurs were in the Europa League. Their win percentage after every Europa League game dropped by 25%. Okay? Everton in the same year were in the Europa League. They won more games post-Europa League. Everton in 17-18 were in the Europa League as well. Now their win percentage dropped by 18% post-Europa League match. Chelsea in 18-19 were in the same Europa League. Their win percentage post-Europa League match dropped to around 15%. Arsenal, twice in a row in the Europa League, have had an increase in their post-Europa League win percentage. So it tells you that it's not, the start is not consistent. You can't really say, oh, it's as a result of the competition. Okay? So it tells you the issue is not with the competition itself. Yeah, the argument for the case of Wolves may be that the season for them started in mid-July. But we have not gotten to that stage of the season where games are coming thick and fast, where you'll say, oh, maybe fixture congestion and all the rest of them. So I think the Premier League teams themselves need to look inward. This has got nothing to do with the Europa League. Itself. These teams are probably not just ready for competition. The other teams like Chelsea, bigger teams like Chelsea and Arsenal, still find a way to navigate their way through. Yeah, but then I think that's an indictment possibly on the Premier League in itself. Yeah,
you think so?
Yeah, I think so. Why are the La Liga teams not struggling? Why are they not fighting relegation? And my concern is this. Let's look at it holistically. In the year, I think 2011 or 2012, thereabouts, Newcastle were in the same situation. Okay. They had a great season in the Premier League. I think it was under Alan Pardew then. Okay. The following league, in the following season in the Europa League, they struggled. Swansea City, you know that their breakouts in Mitchell. The following season in the Europa League, they struggled in the Premier League. They battled relegation. Everton had the same challenge as well when they qualified for the Europa League. They struggled. I think they escaped relegation. They managed to escape relegation. Yeah, can't remember one other team recently that barely escaped relegation with about 8 points. Okay, a supposedly big team. Now Wolves are in the same position. They are also going to fight to save their lives, and I'm sure they would eventually not go down because their quality will see them through at the end of the day.
So, Emmanuel, does that mean qualifying for the Europa League is not such an attractive thing for EPL teams at the moment?
I think playing in Europe for these smaller clubs it has to be a big deal, a great big deal. For what I feel, because of the financial and the exposure of your team. But what I feel is I think there's this difficulty for teams with squads with low quality and and small squads. And looking at this Wolves side, this is the same Wolves side that started with consecutive starting exile in the Premier League last season. Yeah. So the Europa League broadens their squad, brings out those fringe players. So I think it affects more on the smaller teams with low squad numbers and low quality. We saw Burnley last season; they played so well in the Premier League, but they got to the Europa League and they faltered. So I don't think qualifying in the Europa League it's bad for these small teams. I think it gives the team more exposure, financially benefits the team, but the squad of this so-called team.
So whatever the issue may be, Premier League club needs to rectify that quickly because it's not looking good on them. But one team not having any issues, whether playing in Europe or anywhere, is Liverpool. They're leading the league with 5 points. And we'll quickly move on to another team making serious waves in Europe, Inter Milan. 5 games, no loss, goals coming everywhere. Do you think Inter can offset Juve this season?
Juve won the Serie A last season because every other team in the league was sleeping. Antonio Conte is very good at winning domestic trophies.
And waking up teams as well.
Yeah, that's his area of specialty. We had Chelsea had a challenge with their team. They were in a sort of disarray. Conte was brought in, he stabilized things, and then Chelsea won the Premier League title. Conte has gone back to work his magic at Inter Milan, and I believe he's going to win the Serie A with Inter Milan.
Sanchez scored 2 goals in, so a goal and an assist in quick time. So is Manchester United the problem for in the case of Sanchez?
I think he has the Inter DNA, no? Okay, but this is a man who, the manager came out to say he was not ready for first team football, but he saw later that he was ready, and he redeemed himself with a goal in that game. So I think Sanchez will do well at Inter Milan. We saw what Lukaku is doing currently. He's scoring goals for them. This is a man who was on the bench for United. So, but I think Conte has done a really good job. I think Sanchez will come good for Inter Milan. He's always a good player. Whatever happened to him at Manchester United, we are still yet to know what happened.
So moving on to our last stop in the Europe roundup, La Liga, there was the Madrid derby. Thomas Partey was brilliant in the first half, although it was a 0-0 draw. But I want us to end at Barcelona. They won 2-0, but it was obvious to see that Barcelona's play has regressed. The tiki-taka is not quite there. The goal they scored was an assist from Ter Stegen, the goalkeeper. Yeah. The second one was a rebound. So, we actually had this conversation about Valverde, and that brings us a friend of mine, Michael from Virginia, is going to tell us what he thinks about the issue of Valverde. Hi, Michael, how are you doing?
Hello, guys. How you doing? My name is Michael Olashewika, and thank you for having me on Elegbeta TV, the Sports Lounge. Thank you so much. First, I'll start with saying Valverde out. I want him out. That's just it. But let's just talk about what has been going on. So his first season was good. Like, it was not expected, but it was good. But then Roma knocked us out of the Champions League by coming back from 4 goals down and won 3-0 in Stadio Olimpico. And from there, I'm like, okay, first season, I'll take that. Although I was very disappointed, So first season, I'll take that. Second season, we went again, good run, beat Liverpool at home, then went to Anfield and lost 4-0. From there, I was done. I was completely done. First time, yes, we let it go, but there is no way we're gonna allow that second season. So at that point, it was expected that this guy should be sacked, But then, I don't know why he's still there. So his major problem is not realizing Barcelona as a top team and playing defensive, even though we don't really have the quality of defensive players, and also the defensive transitioning. To be honest, individually, the players are actually good 1v1s, but the transitioning and the discipline, the defensive discipline is really bad. And that's the problem right now. His first season, he considered lesser goals. People thought, oh, yeah, Barcelona defense is coming up. But second season was bad. And now this season, it's even so bad. We already considered 10 goals in 6 matches. How does that even happen? So his problem basically is not realizing Barcelona as a top team. His problem is not having an identity, because right now we don't even know what we're playing. We just put it on the individual players to perform themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I just want him out. I need him to go. That's all I got, to be honest. Thank you guys so much for having me on here. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Bamiji. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Michael. So guys, you can see what Michael is saying. He's echoing what most of the Barcelona fans are saying. He doesn't seem to bring that tactic. I got your opinion last week, so I will need yours. He doesn't seem to bring that tiki-taka that Barcelona love to play. You can see they're not happy. They're not happy despite winning the game 2-0. They're not happy. So what is it about Emery? Valverde. He doesn't need to go.
I think a lot of Barcelona fans will feel he needs to go, especially after that debacle in the Champions League last season against Liverpool. I think he has a bit of pragmatism in his approach. It's not the whole the type of committed tiki-taka style of manager. So there's this pragmatism in his play. Even you can see that in Barcelona in some games this season. They don't play the whole. You can see sometimes they win games without the tiki-taka style of play. They tend to defend. Hold the ball a little bit. So I think he needs to go, Valverde. He's done his bit. He's done his best. Players are not he's not bringing out the best in some certain kind of players. Whenever Messi is not on the pitch, players find it hard to step up.
Yeah, you can exactly on him. Look at Coutinho doing so well in the Bundesliga.
He came out to say, Bayern Munich is like a family. I don't know what he meant by that, but
Yeah.
but Valverde I think he's running out of ideas. He just needs to make way for another manager to come in.
Thank you very much. So we're going to be taking a short break on football for now. We'll be going to the world of basketball with Ayotunde. Well, earlier in the week, there was a lot of outcry because of the team of the year that the best produced. People said that team was not it at all. Ayotunde has something similar that is really annoying him. What's that, Ayo?
Well, thank you so much for having me. As always, it's always a delight to share the spotlight with you incredible gentlemen doing what y'all know how to do best. And to you watching out there, thank you so much for tuning in to the best of basketball with me, Ayo, on the Sports Lounge, only on Elegbete TV. Now, the NBA season 2019-2020 season will be tipping off on October the 22nd. And so, as the custom is, some of the biggest media outlets in the world try to rank, the NBA players in the order they feel going into the season. And so I'll be looking at two, because as always, when these rankings are done, there's bound to be some form of controversy. So ESPN ranked the top 100 players in the league going into the new season, while Bleacher Report ranked the top 50 players of all time. So I'm going to look at the controversial talking points real quick, starting with ESPN. Giannis is number 1, no problems. Kawhi is number 2, no problems. LeBron James is number 3, no problems. But then Klay Thompson is number 49. Yeah, the brother is injured. That's not my problem. Ranking him 49 ain't my problem. But here's my problem. John Collins of the Atlanta Hawks, they didn't even make the playoffs. Aaron Gordon of the Orlando Magic, eliminated in the first round. These guys were ranked higher than Klay Thompson. I know Klay is injured, but isn't it altogether disrespectful that you're ranking these guys who have not even achieved anything in their careers ahead of Klay Thompson? And it gets even more interesting. Zion Williamson, the number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft this year, who has not even played a proper NBA game, just played a few games in college, last college basketball season. He's ranked at number 42, 7 places higher than arguably the second greatest shooter the world has ever seen. Y'all need to chill, ESPN. I mean, give the brother some respect, Klay Thompson. It's better you didn't rank him at all because you're not sure if he's going to play at all in the season than disrespect him by ranking all those guys ahead of him. That's by the way. Bleacher Report, top 50 greatest players of all time. Number 1, Allen Iverson is not included in the top 50. I know the brother did not win an NBA title. He played with a lot of scrubs all through his career. He's a 4-time NBA scoring champion. He's a multiple-time NBA All-Star. That man can legit play, but I can understand he didn't win titles. All right, I give you that. But hey, Stephen Curry is ranked number 10 all time. Not a problem. But Kobe Bryant is ranked number 14 all time. That's the second greatest shooting guard of all time behind Michael Jordan, by the way. He's ranked 4 places lower than Steph. Number 1, Kobe, my favorite player of all time, is a 5-time NBA champion. Stephen Curry is a 3-time NBA champion. Kobe is a 2-time Finals MVP. Stephen Curry is a 0-time Finals MVP. I can agree with you that the first title he won in 2015, he was robbed when Andre Iguodala was named Finals MVP. It's fine. Kobe Bryant is a multiple All-Star. He's an 18-time All-Star. In 20 seasons he played in the league. Stephen Curry is a 6-time NBA All-Star. In 10 seasons he's played in the league. Kobe Bryant, check this out, it gets better, is a 15-time All-NBA All-NBA selection. 11 of those 15 times, first-team selection. Stephen Curry is a 5-time All-NBA selection, 3 times in the first team. Kobe Bryant, it gets better, is a 12-time All-Defensive Team selection, 9 of those times, first team. Stephen Curry, never been selected into the All-Defensive Team. So where the hell did Bleacher Report get their metrics to say that Steph Curry is 4 places higher than Kobe Bryant?
Y'all be the judges. I'm not going to say nothing no more. Go to the comment section below. Drop your comments. Should Steph be ranked higher than Kobe Bryant in the list of all-time greatest players? That's where I'll be wrapping the curtains on the show today. Make sure you tune in next episode and you catch more on the best of basketball with me, Ayo. But let me hand you back to the legends in the studio as they take the show to the next dimension. And until next time, it's clutch time, baby.
Thank you so very much, Ayo. Guys, Ayo seemed so angry in that conversation. But is it right? Should Curry be above Kobe Bryant in the all-time list from the Bleacher Report? I'm going to actually ask all of you. Toby, let's start with you.
For me, it shouldn't be because Kobe, these are clutch players. They grind out results. Curry won't perform unless the other people in his team they come up and make things happen. So I don't think for that reason alone it shouldn't be above.
How about you?
I think Kobe is the more rounded player compared to Steph Curry, but I think Kobe should be ahead of Steph Curry. But credit to another Nigerian fan, that is Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm just happy he's on the list as well.
How about you?
For where Kobe did, Curry na ingredient for
Ayo, you see, the whole round is with you on this. Don't worry. We're going to fight Bleacher Report and get... What's that? We will not take it. But anyways, to the moment we've been waiting for... Guys, I want you to actually remember this. Remember, I'm sure we've all been fighting in secondary school. And in that fight, while you were punching the other guy, you just glanced and there was one guy sitting down, eating popcorn, drinking Pepsi, and enjoying the fight. This is that guy. so you are your current, recent best top 5 boxers.
Yes. I would start with Canelo Alvarez. That is someone that he always wants to fight the best. And right now, he's going to be fighting on November 2nd against Sergey Kovalev. He's moving up 2 weights to take on the champion at 175-pound division. He's my favorite because he comes to fight. You know, Mexicans are tough. Yeah. He's Mexican and he's going to bring the heat. My second favorite recent boxer is Regis Prograis. He's an American. And he's a 140-pounder. He is in the final for the WBSS, fighting on my birthday, October 26th. Trust me, I'm going to be watching that 100%. And I just like him because he adjusts. He can box. He can brawl. He brings the heat. Number 3 is Terence Crawford, obviously. Though his recent oppositions have been subpar, and I believe that as a result of his promoter, but he's a slugger, he's a fighter, and he can adjust. For me, he's the closest to Floyd Money Mayweather in the recent times. Then number 4 is Errol Spence. Errol Spence fought yesterday. I wasn't particularly pleased with him because I expected way more from what he produced against Sean Porter. But he's a dog, he's a beast, and he just brawls. He brawls. And he tries with his boxing. And then my number 5 is Deontay Wilder. I know my people will be saying, where is Anthony Joshua?
I was going to ask you that. I was probably going to ask you that.
Well, Anthony has a lot to prove. I know we are going to still discuss about that. He has a lot to prove. We'll discuss about that. But Deontay Wilder, why is my number 5 is Deontay is an animal. He wants to really hurt you. He wants to smash in your head. Let me put it that way. And he's just an animal. Let's leave it.
So did he really say he wants to kill someone on the ring?
He said that. He said that, and everybody came out to lash him for that. And candidly, he got into the ring and he almost killed the guy. Oh. The knockout was a serious knockout. If that guy had continued that bout, he might have died.
You mean the Brazil guy?
The Brazil guy. It was a crazy knockout, and thank God the referee just waved it off immediately because it was he really wanted to kill the guy. He really wanted to. So he means what he says and he says what he means.
Oh. Well, I thanks for that, but I have like 2 other questions, general questions about boxing that I would like to know. One, why can't Floyd Mayweather say, I want to try myself against Anthony Joshua? Why can't lightweight fight heavyweight?
It's just the like protecting the boxer. Just like Toby fighting Ojo. You want to kill me?
So you can't beat me.
I can't.
I don't have any boxing technique.
You won't feel my punches. That's the problem. You won't feel my punches, and I might be faster than you running around. But once you hold me, one punch, I'm
That's
dead.
it.
So it's just to sort
So
of
everybody day your day.
day your lane.
Day your lane.
Don't switch. Don't come and die. You understand? So that's just it.
The second question would be, how is boxing different from wrestling?
Wrestling is mostly fake. That's what
Okay.
it is.
Yeah, I know that.
Boxing is real. It's hardly scripted. And boxing, the grind boxers go through, wrestlers don't go through it. They don't go through it at all. So that's just the major
Major
difference for
difference.
me.
Well, thank you so very much, Toby. Let's be going to our king of grassroots at the moment. Emmanuel, what's going on in the grassroots?
Okay, from the Mikura, there was no fixture again. One of the organizers is in a very critical condition, so fixtures were postponed. Aside that, it was rainy. I don't know why it's raining more in September in Nigeria this time around. I don't know what's happening, but it was a lot of rain over the weekend, so the pitch was waterlogged, and one of the organizers wasn't feeling too well, so fixtures has to be postponed. And in the Surulere Regional League, fixtures were supposed to be played this week. I was prepared, I was hyped for the final fixtures. I even got a new trim, a new haircut, ready for the final run of fixtures. But the stadium management came up to say the pitch won't be available. The National Stadium, the Surulere National Stadium, won't be available this week for the fixtures, so we had to postpone next week. So a lot of exciting fixtures to look up to. For the likes of DRV, the Royals, Hata, these are three teams looking to make that top 4 spot in one of the group standings. The other group is pretty settled. The 4 teams, we know them, but we are getting set to look forward to all these fixtures. And for DRV, they did the normal player of the month, like I've been doing on the show the last 2 months. Uche Azubike winning one of them, Ekene Jimbefume winning the other one, and this time it's Paul Eze. A box-to-box midfielder, very good on the ball. And let's just, I want us to, to look at a clip of him in last season FA Cup against Emedinho, and see the way he runs, the way he moves the ball, and tell me what EPL player this guy is.
Okay, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. Apparently, Pogba is playing well somewhere.
First of all,
Playing well somewhere.
I think that's Pogba's close.
Of course, that's Pogba.
That's
Look at the celebration.
exactly. So it's the Paul Pogba of DRV Football Club. So fantastic player, and congratulations to him as well for winning DRV Player of the Month.
That's lovely to hear. One thing we didn't talk about in the EPL though, a team that seems to be going on that radar is Leicester City. I know definitely they cannot pull a surprise on the 2 top teams, that's Liverpool and Man City, but how well are they doing?
You're talking about surprise, they play at Anfield next.
Okay.
And Brendan Rodgers up against his former players. But credit to Brendan Rodgers, he's done a fantastic job at Leicester City. They sold Maguire, and Soyuncu has come in very well seamlessly and form a good partnership with Johnny Evans in that central defense. So I think they've done so well. They've credit to Brendan Rodgers. We hope to see them break into that top 6 spot.
Will they do that?
I think that bracket is still very open. So they have the capacity to do that.
Toby, you were in the conversation during the break. Will they do that?
I believe so.
You believe they will?
The resurgence against Tottenham really got me at the edge of my seat.
Thank you so very much, guys. Emmanuel, Precious, thank you as usual. Toby, before I even leave you and even say thanks, when someone loves something, you didn't give me the answer I wanted.
Yeah.
When someone loves something, someone that loves football, he probably enjoys playing football. I enjoy playing FIFA because I love football. I even enjoy playing the game. But that boxing, do you fight? Do you fight?
I don't have the
It doesn't look like.
I don't have the physique, but trust me, I love the analysis. I love to move my head as a box. Hey, you go to the body, all those kind of things. I really do like that, and that's what intrigues me about.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you here. We'll be having you definitely to preview that big one coming later on in the year.
I would be very glad. To do that.
So guys, we've come to an end of the episode 12 of the Sports Lounge. Please subscribe, like, comment. If not, I'm gonna send this man to your door, to each and every of your door, to come and beat you. Well, I don't know whether he said he can't fight, but basically, happy Independence Day. I'll see you next week.